Hello viewers, 4DIYers here, back with another video for everyone. In this particular video here, I'll be showing you how to replace and flush out your power steering fluid system on a 3rd generation Dodge Ram. This is a 2006 1500 4x4 model with a 5.7 liter V8. Procedures may vary based on your model or engine type. A similar procedure may also be applied to other Dodge models as well. For this truck, I'll be upgrading to synthetic. This isn't mandatory, it's a personal preference. Looking at your owner's manual, make sure you refer to yours as well just to be safe. This truck requires ATF plus 4 automatic transmission fluid. The amount required is about 3.5 quarts or liters. From what I've been able to find, the fluid is to be replaced every 120,000 kilometers or 75,000 miles. Going under the truck, make sure you have a drain pan handy. The easiest way is removing the rubber lines off the cooler. These are held on with 2 clamps. Using interlocking pliers, grab onto the clamps and pull them back from the connections. Inspect the clamps for any cracks. These can break with age, and a suitable replacement would be a gear clamp instead. Sometimes these rubber lines can stick, so you may need to use the pliers to help twist them and break them free. Separate the lines from the hose clip. Have the pan close by, grab onto the lines, twist and pull off at the same time. You may want to hold the steel lines in the cooler so it doesn't bend or damage it. You can just remove a lower line if you wish. I was replacing the cooler, so I removed both lines instead. Do the same for the other hose. Twist and pull off at the same time, working the hose off the connection. Again, if you are keeping the cooler, make sure you do hold on to the metal line so it doesn't cause excessive strain. Then allow the fluid to drain. I used a strap to hold the lines down and direct them into a pan. To help push more fluid out from the steering rack, turn the wheels full lock left to right. The front of the truck can be elevated. This will help reduce drag when turning the wheels. Another option is briefly starting the engine. Typically this is not something I like to do, however on this model of Dodge there is no way to disable the engine from starting. I started the truck and immediately turned it off. Do not run the engine any longer. No oil in the pump can cause damage. To do a quick flush, I reconnected the lines. Reinstall the clamps so the hoses don't become disconnected. Make sure the area around the cap on the reservoir is clean. Fill up the reservoir with new fluid. A funnel is recommended due to the awkward location. Start the truck and only run it for about 15 seconds to recirculate the fluid. Then turn it off. Going back under the truck, again disconnect those lines by removing the clamps and pulling off the hoses. Then let the system fully drain. You can turn the wheels or briefly start the engine and turn it off if you wish. Loosen the reservoir cap. This can sometimes help with draining the system. Once the system is fully drained, reinstall the lines. Push the hoses on the connections, ensuring they're fully seated and pushed against the lips on the metal lines. Then reinstall the clamps using the interlocking pliers. Reinstall the hose clip. Finally is adding new fluid to the system. Remove the reservoir cap and using a funnel, add fluid to the system. When the fluid is no longer dropping in level, with the front of the truck elevated, to remove any weight off the wheels, turn the steering wheel left to right, full lock to lock. This will help move the fluid around the system, removing any air which can be trapped. Add fluid when the level drops. Again, turn the wheels full lock to lock, left to right multiple times until the level stops dropping. Start the engine briefly and shut it down. Check the fluid level again. And as you can see, the fluid is pink in color and bubbling. This means air is trapped in the system, which is causing cavitation. Add fluid again if needed. Starting the engine again, let it run and turn the wheels full lock to lock, left to right. Do not hold the steering wheel against the lock as this can cause excessive strain on the pump. You may notice the pump whine briefly. This is normal as air is trapped in the system. Turn the wheel multiple times and keep checking the fluid level. Do this until the air is fully bled from the system so the fluid is a solid color with no bubbling and the pump is quiet. When done, shut the engine off and check the fluid level. The reservoir cap is equipped with a dipstick. It has a reading for when the system is hot or cold. The level should be half or 3/4 of the way in between the low and high fill markings. New videos released every week on my channel. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It's a huge help to me, and leave a comment below if you found this tutorial helpful. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to also hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.